Thomas Rivera had cleaned the xenobiology labs at Frontier Station, Kepler, for 11 years. He knew every corridor, every vent shaft, every forgotten storage closet in the facility. He was 43, unremarkable, the kind of person scientists look through rather than at. That was fine by him. The pay was decent, the work was steady, and nobody bothered him. He found the hatchling on a Tuesday, discarded in a biohazard container outside Lab 7. It was small, no larger than his forearm, with scales that shimmered between silver and blue. Its breathing was shallow, labored. Someone had clip tags through its wing membranes, specimen labels from the Dracari research project. Thomas had seen the reports in the break room feeds. The Dracari were an ancient species, supposedly extinct, their DNA recovered from a tomb world in the Veil Nebula. The xenobiologists had been trying to resurrect them for years, growing clones from genetic fragments. This one was dying. Probably failed quality control. Just another experiment gone wrong, destined for incineration. Thomas should have logged it, should have followed protocol. Instead, he carefully lifted the hatchling from the bin, feeling its rapid heartbeat against his palms. Its eyes opened, brilliant gold, aware in a way that made his breath catch. He took it home. His apartment was small, cluttered with second-hand furniture and hydroponics equipment from his attempt at growing tomatoes. He made a nest from heating pads and towels, then spent the night researching Dracari biology on the public databases. They were supposed to be carnivorous, highly intelligent, capable of surviving in hard vacuum once mature. The hatchling needed protein, warmth, and something the databases called resonance bonding, whatever that meant. Thomas fed its synthesized meat paste. He kept it warm. He talked to it while he worked at home, the way his grandmother had talked to her plants. The hatchling listened with those gold eyes, and slowly, impossibly, began to recover. He named her Sola. For 3 months, Thomas cared for her in secret. She grew rapidly, her scales brightening, her wings developing membrane strength. She learned to understand his words, responding with chirps and clicks that he swore formed patterns. When station security started asking questions about missing lab specimens, Thomas knew he couldn't keep her hidden much longer. He brought her back to Kepler, to the observation deck overlooking the void. "You need to go," he told her, his voice rough. "Find your own kind, if there are any. Be free." Sola regarded him with those ancient eyes, then pressed her head against his chest. He felt something pass between them, warmth, recognition, gratitude. Then she leaped through the atmospheric barrier, her body igniting with bioelectric fire as she vanished into the dark. Thomas went back to his mop and bucket, back to his invisible existence. The scientists never discovered who had taken their failed specimen. Life returned to normal. 3 years later, the Zarathi Dominion attacked. They came without warning, a fleet of warships demanding humanity's surrender, their weapons capable of glassing planets. Frontier Command scrambled their defenses, knowing it wouldn't be enough. Kepler Station prepared for evacuation. Then the dragons arrived. Thousands of them, their scales brilliant against the stars, led by a magnificent silver-blue dragon larger than any warship. They tore through the Zarathi fleet like it was paper, their breath weapons turning enemy vessels to slag, their claws ripping through hull plating. The battle lasted 17 minutes. When it was over, Sola landed on Kepler's observation deck, now massive, powerful, terrifying. Behind her, a legion of dragons circled the station protectively. She found Thomas in the crowd of stunned survivors, lowered her head to him the way she had as a hatchling. A voice echoed through the station's comms, ancient and resonant. "The Dracari do not forget. This human showed mercy when your kind showed only cruelty. We have returned from the void, and we claim him as kin. Those who threaten him threaten the eternal flight." Thomas, still holding his mop, stared at the dragon he had saved. She rumbled deep in her chest. Laughter, he realized. She was laughing. The janitor had saved a dying hatchling. The hatchling had returned with an empire, and humanity, which had tried to resurrect an extinct species for study, discovered they had instead gained the galaxy's most formidable allies, all because one invisible man had chosen kindness over protocol.